with the deadly drama in the skies over Seattle. An employee with Horizon Air, that company owned by Alaska Airlines, taking off from Seattle-Tacoma Airport in a stolen turboprop plane, doing loops and rolls high in the sky before crashing 30 miles away. You see U.S. fighter jets tracking that rogue plane. No passengers on board, only the lone pilot, who authorities called suicidal. Tonight, we're learning much more about the 29-year-old ground employee accused of bringing that busy airport to a halt and putting so many lives at risk. ABC's Clayton Sandell is in Seattle, starting us off tonight.
Oh my God, is he okay?
The alarming aerobatics of a passenger airline.
Holy.
Looping and rolling, pursued by fighter jets.
The Alaska Airlines Q400, what the is he doing over here?
Proving this was no ordinary air show. That plane stolen, surprising controllers when it barged onto the runway.
The dash 8 on runway 16 center, say your call sign.
Taking off Friday at 7:32 p.m.
Wheels are smoking left and right. Right now it's rolling down the runway.
At the controls, 29-year-old Richard Russell, a Horizon Airlines baggage handler. He'd passed background checks and had worked for Horizon for 3.5 years, even posting about his job on YouTube.
I'm a ground service agent. That means I lift a lot of bags.
F-15 fighters scramble from Portland, flying faster than the speed of sound, intercepting Russell south of Seattle. They are prepared to shoot him down as controllers try to talk him down.
All right, Rich, now let's try to land that airplane safely and not hurt anybody on the ground.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to. I was kind of hoping that was going to be it.
75 minutes after takeoff, the plane crashes into flames on a small island. Russell is killed.
Got a lot of people that care about me, and it's going to disappoint them that I did this. I would like to apologize to each and every one of them.
Commercial airplanes do not have door locks or ignition keys. Experts say they can be easily started using a checklist. But tonight there are big questions about how Russell was able to learn just enough to get that plane off the ground and why. The Pierce County Sheriff described Russell as suicidal.
And Clayton Sandell joins us live outside the Seattle airport where that plane took off. And Clayton, multiple agencies involved, but the FBI is now in charge of the investigation.
That's right, Whit. And tonight the priority out at the scene is finding those flight data and voice recorders in the wreckage. Now, the FBI says this does not appear to be terrorism, but it is a big red flag for aviation security. However, the airline says it's still too early to talk about whether security procedures might need to be beefed up. Whit.
All right, Clayton Sandell in Seattle for us tonight. Thank you. Let's bring in our ABC News contributor, Colonel Steve Ganyard, a former Marine fighter pilot. And Steve, in this post-9/11 world, this man was able to access the cockpit of a commercial airliner and then take off from a major U.S. airport. How could this happen?
Whit, I think we need to keep this in perspective. This is not just some guy that jumped the fence at SeaTac, ran out and stole an airplane. This was a trusted employee, and he used that trust to gain access to the airplane. He went so far as to premeditate his suicide, apparently, by learning how to start, taxi, take off, and fly this airplane around just to commit his suicide plan.
And Colonel, as you mentioned, this ground services employee had access to the plane and there was technically no security breach here. So how difficult is it for the airlines to prevent incidents like this?
With no doubt, Horizon, Alaska, and every airline will go back and look at their procedures to make sure that they're keeping inappropriate people out of the cockpit. But when employees are dealing with mental health issues that get so bad and they don't tell anybody, that they create these secret suicide plots, there's almost nothing that the airline can do to stop these incidents.
All right, Colonel Ganyard, thanks for your insight on this.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.